Welcome to day 18 of our series, 100 Daily Routine English Sentences. Your commitment to practicing every single day is the most important step you can take towards fluency, and I am so proud of you. Today we are going to talk about a place that can be both exciting and very stressful: the airport. Picture this. You arrive at a big, busy international airport. There are signs everywhere, announcements in English that are fast and difficult to understand, and long lines of people. You feel a little lost and overwhelmed. This is a very common feeling, even for native speakers. But today, we are going to change that. You will learn the simple, clear, and essential English phrases you need to navigate any airport with confidence, from the moment you arrive until you are sitting on the plane. And make sure you stay with me until the very end, because I'll reveal the simple secret that will make every airport experience feel easy and stress-free. Ready? Let's travel in English. Part 1. Arriving at the airport and check-in. Let's begin with the very first steps: arriving at the airport and checking in for your flight. These phrases will help you start your journey smoothly. First, we will learn and understand each phrase one by one. Please repeat after me in the pause, and then I will explain the meaning of each sentence. Which terminal is for international flights? Large airports are often divided into different buildings called terminals. International flights are flights to other countries, while domestic flights are flights within the same country. This is a very important first question to ask your taxi driver or at an information desk. Where is the check-in desk for American Airlines? The check-in desk or check-in counter is the place where you show your ticket and give your luggage to the airline. It's important to name your specific airline, like American Airlines, British Airways, or Vietnam Airlines. I'd like to check in for my flight to London. This is the perfect opening sentence to say to the airline employee at the check-in desk. "I'd like to" is a very polite way to state your purpose. Here is my passport and booking confirmation. Your passport is your official travel document. Your booking confirmation is the email or document you received when you bought your ticket. It's always a good idea to have these ready. I have one bag to check and one carry-on. To check a bag means to give it to the airline to put in the cargo hold of the plane. This is for your large suitcase. A carry-on bag is the small bag that you take with you onto the plane. Could I have a window seat, please? This is a polite request for a specific type of seat. A window seat is next to the window. The other common option is an aisle seat, which is next to the walkway. If you don't ask, you might get a middle seat. Is my flight on time? This is a very important question. If a flight is on time, it means it is scheduled to leave at the correct time. If not, it might be delayed, leaving later, or canceled, not flying. What is the gate number? The gate is the specific door in the airport where you will get on or board your plane. This number is very important. Shadowing practice. Arriving at the airport and check-in. Perfect. You just learned 8 essential sentences for check-in. Now, let's practice them in our intensive shadowing block. I will say each phrase twice. Repeat after me in each pause. Which terminal is for international flights? Which terminal is for international flights? Where is the check-in desk for American Airlines? Where is the check-in desk for American Airlines? I'd like to check in for my flight to London. I'd like to check in for my flight to London. Here is my passport and booking confirmation. Here is my passport and booking confirmation. I have one bag to check and one carry-on. I have one bag to check and one carry-on. Could I have a window seat, please? Could I have a window seat, please? Is my flight on time? Is my flight on time? What is the gate number? What is the gate number? Part 2. Going through security. Now, let's talk about the next step, which can sometimes be confusing: the security check. These phrases will help you get through it smoothly. Where is the security checkpoint? The security checkpoint, or security screening, is the area where officials check you and your bags for any prohibited items to ensure the flight is safe. I need to take my laptop out of my bag. In most airports, you must remove large electronic devices, like laptops and tablets, from your bag and put them in a separate bin or tray for scanning. Do I need to take off my shoes? The rules for this can be different in different countries. It's always a good idea to ask this polite question if you are unsure. Please put all liquids in a separate plastic bag. This is an instruction the security officer might give you. You are usually only allowed to carry small containers of liquids, like shampoo or lotion, in your carry-on bag. I have a bottle of water. Do I need to throw it away? To throw something away is a phrasal verb that means to put it in the garbage. You usually cannot take a large bottle of water through security. Please empty your pockets. Another common instruction from a security officer. This means you should take everything out of your pockets, like your keys, phone, and wallet. I have a medical implant. Do I need a special screening? If you have a medical implant, like a pacemaker, it is very important to inform the security staff. They have special procedures for this. My bag is being searched. Sometimes, a security officer will need to search or look inside your bag. It's a normal procedure, so don't be worried. Shadowing practice. Going through security. Excellent. Now, let's practice these phrases for the security check. Repeat each sentence once after me. Where is the security checkpoint? I need to take my laptop out of my bag. Do I need to take off my shoes? Please put all liquids in a separate plastic bag. I have a bottle of water. Do I need to throw it away? Please empty your pockets. I have a medical implant. Do I need a special screening? My bag is being searched. Part 3. At the gate and boarding. You've made it through security. Now you are in the departures lounge. This section is about waiting for your flight and the boarding process. I'm looking for gate B24. The phrasal verb looking for means trying to find. This is the perfect sentence to use when searching for your gate. My flight is delayed by 1 hour. If your flight is delayed, it will leave later than the original time. The announcement might say, "Your flight is delayed by 1 hour. What time does boarding begin?" Boarding is the process of getting on the plane. This is a very common question to ask the staff at the gate. We will now begin boarding for Flight 256 to Paris. This is a common announcement you will hear at the gate. Please have your boarding pass and passport ready. This is another very common instruction from the airline staff. It's a good idea to have your documents in your hand. We are now boarding Zone 3. Airlines often board the plane in groups, called zones or boarding groups. Your zone number is on your boarding pass. Excuse me, is this the line for Zone 3? A polite and smart question to ask to make sure you are waiting in the correct line. Have a good flight. This is a very friendly and common thing that the gate agent will say to you as you get on the plane. Shadowing practice. At the gate and boarding. Fantastic. Now, let's practice these final phrases for boarding. Repeat each sentence once after me. I'm looking for gate B24. My flight is delayed by 1 hour. What time does boarding begin? We will now begin boarding for Flight 256 to Paris. Please have your boarding pass and passport ready. We are now boarding Zone 3. Excuse me, is this the line for Zone 3? Have a good flight. Part 4. Real conversation practice. Incredible! Now that you have learned all these individual sentences about the airport, let's see how they can be used in a new, natural, flowing conversation. In this part, I will play both roles of a conversation between a traveler, me, Sarah, and a helpful airline employee, Mark. I want you to repeat each line after me in the pause to practice your rhythm and intonation. Let's go.
Good morning. I'd like to check in for my flight to Toronto, please.
Good morning. I can help you with that. Could I see your passport, please?
Of course. Here is my passport and my booking confirmation.
Thank you, Sarah. Okay, I see your reservation here. Are you checking any bags today?
Yes, I have one large suitcase to check, and this backpack is my carry-on.
No problem. Could you please place your large suitcase on the scale?
Sure. Is it overweight?
No, it's just fine. Now, would you prefer a window seat or an aisle seat?
Could I have an aisle seat, please?
Certainly. Okay, you are all set. Here is your boarding pass. Your flight is on time, and it will be departing from gate C12.
Gate C12. Thank you. What time does boarding begin?
Boarding will begin at 10:30 a.m. You'll need to go through the security checkpoint to get to the gates.
Okay, thank you so much for your help.
My pleasure. Have a wonderful flight.
The final secret. Incredible. You've just mastered 26 essential sentences to talk about your airport experience in English. You are building a powerful foundation for confident travel. And now, for the secret I promised at the beginning. The simple secret to making every airport experience feel easy and stress-free is this. The airport is a system of predictable scripts. It's not a creative, spontaneous conversation. It's a predictable process. The airline staff will ask the same questions to every passenger. The signs will use the same vocabulary in every airport. When you realize that you are not being tested, but you are simply participating in a predictable system, the fear starts to disappear. You are not a student being graded. You are a traveler following a simple, repeatable script. So, my challenge to you is this. For today, I want you to write 3 sentences in the comments below about your last or your next trip. Try to use some of the vocabulary we learned today, like check-in, boarding pass, or delayed. Join me tomorrow for day 19, where we will dive into another very important topic, English for renting a house or an apartment. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Wisdom English podcast channel to watch our next videos.